Hey, Chuck Harmon again, and today I wanted to talk to you about 3 core skills that you should outsource when beginning a business. I'm probably going to cover more than three. I'd like to cover 3 core skills, I think things that are critical to your success, but also on the other end, you want to outsource things that are what you call menial tasks, things that you shouldn't be doing when you could be concentrated on building your business. So these are some of just day-to-day things that need to be done by somebody else that is kind of the opposite end of the core skills that you need. So anyway, you got a couple notes here on the left, so I'll be peeking over there just to keep me on track. What is outsourcing? First off, some people who may not know or be familiar with that term, but it's just basically hiring somebody else to do work instead of hiring an employee. You hire an outside person that is basically an independent contractor, and that could be someone from your own country or even from anywhere around the world. There's so many ways now that you can hire online and get good people from different countries. And these are skilled people that can work for a fraction of the cost that it would normally take, to get it done in the United States, assuming you're in the United States. Okay, copywriting is probably the most important skill that you should outsource in the beginning. It's going to be expensive, and if you have to, you could go to one of the lesser expensive places to outsource that. But basically, you want to get the copywriting right because copywriting is the skill to persuade people to do something you want them to do, either through the written word or through spoken words. And to do that, it's a pretty highly skilled, pretty high skill. Anyway, yeah, you really want to get somebody that knows what they're doing because that's going to make or break your business. If you can't close sales or get people onto a list that you can market to, then you're going to fail right off the bat. And that's kind of leads into the next skill that I think is lead generation. Once you get the leads in, the copywriter will close them with the good copywriting, but also the copywriter can play a big point in lead generation. But there's much more to lead generation than just copywriting. It could be the placement of your ads, like on Facebook, paid placements, or content marketing, the content that you write up in order to attract people to your website or to social media sites. And excuse me. Another one would be web design, unless you're a really good graphics person. You need someone to do web design and all your graphics for you, landing pages, and even the blog pages, the layout of those. A good graphics person is worth their weight in gold. Now, on the other end, actually, a graphics person, you can find those a lot of times in low end places. And some of the sites that I've used in the past would be like Fiverr.com. I've used onlinejobs.ph, and I've used a place called 99designs.com and Upwork.com. Those are all places that you can get work done by outsourcers, and some of them are cheaper. The Fiverr.com used to be $5. They've gone up, now it's $6, and most of the people on there really don't sell that much for $5. You start off at $5 and then it goes up from there, but it's still very cheap compared to some of the other places you go. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and show you real quick. On Fiverr, you can come to Fiverr and get all kinds of work done. You just come in and type in the service that you want to find, and let's say if you want a YouTube thumbnail, that just happened to come up, so I'll click on it. But see, you can get somebody to design. Oh gosh, got too many things going here. You can get somebody to design a nice thumbnail, and you can see here that someone will do it for $5. Some are starting at $10, but you can get them at $5, and some of them for not $5 or $10 will actually design 3 thumbnails, so you have something to choose from, rather than just being, selecting from one. Another one is, this one is Upwork, and Here, I just pulled this up because they've changed this around a little bit now. You can select from your category, accounting and, so forth, design, sales and marketing, all these different things. And then once you select that, you can select whether you want an entry level person or a medium skilled person or an expert. And that makes it pretty handy. I've used these guys a lot. They're more expensive than Fiverr. In fact, a fair amount more expensive, but still fairly cheap considering, the different skills that you can find here. And then another one is Online Jobs PH, and I've used the Online Jobs PH a lot. I found a lot of workers, mostly in the Philippines, and I've used them for all kinds of different tasks. But I actually have gone through a lot of people to find good ones, and at one point I found a couple good ones, and they were with me for over 6 years. If you've been watching some of my other videos, you know I had some real serious health issues, so I ended up having to let those two go. But you can find some great people on here. I wouldn't have kept them that long if they weren't excellent. So the last place I'll show you real quick, and this is actually a design I had made up. It's called 99 Designs, and this is the most expensive of all the places. I think back when I had this done, it was in 2013, and we're in 2019 now, so about 6 years ago I had this made up, and I think it was around $325. But what happens on here is you can go in and you set up a job and you invite people to come, and then you can get a bunch of different people. These were the finalists here, a bunch of different people bidding, and they will actually design the thing for you, and then you select a winner out of all the people that submitted designs to you. Now you can see here some of these have star ratings, and those star ratings are where before you make your final choice, you can go to your friends, and they actually have like an email you can send out to your friends and ask them which ones they like best. And that's really great because you're not just depending on your own opinion as to what you think is going to be the best or most well received. You're actually getting input from other people, and just tell your friends not to try to make you feel good, but to actually pick what they think is the best design. But anyway, that's just some of the places you can go. There's probably a million places you could go to get work done, but those are the most common ones, the ones I've used anyway, and I've always had pretty good luck. Once in a while on Fiverr I've been pretty disappointed, but it's just one of those things. You didn't spend that much anyway, so you just go and grab somebody else and ask them to do the same job. And there are some very highly skilled people on there. It's just a matter of searching them out and find them. So you want to look at their reviews and the comments that are made about them and so forth before you hire somebody. Anyway, that covers pretty much what I wanted to talk to you about today, and hopefully we'll be up on the next one with some further information. If you haven't done so already and you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, and also click on the bell so you get notifications whenever I post another video, and I will see you in the next one. Now, if you've been watching any time at all, I got my little clicker here to try to make it shut off. I always give it a try or two before I shut it off manually, so we'll see if it's going to work. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. And there's one time.